So I think the point, or one of the major points of this conversation, is to let artists know that there are other avenues besides what they see in mainstream media.
Right.
You're a composer.
Right.
And I have a long list of shows that you've worked on and documentary films. In your opinion, why don't you think that artists know to take this kind of route?
Well, it's possible that what they know and what they're striving for is success in the mainstream, and they want to have radio hits, they want to have music videos, they want to be on TV, or it's very sort of driven by what they know, what they understand, what they see. And the work that I do, it's not, nobody knows who I am from the standpoint of, I'm not visible. I'm not, it's a much more behind the scenes type of work. Now, there are film composers who are very famous, right? That write, like Hans Zimmer and Thomas Newman and folks like that they get well known over time for the work that they do, but they still probably can walk around unrecognized. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you think that for these new generation of musicians and artists, it's just more about the fame?
Well, no. I'm saying that could be a reason why they're not looking or seeing this part of the work, right? It's also, it's a slower process. It's not as fast of a process in terms of, meteoric rise to fame type of thing. It's more about building a network, building your skills, being able to learn how to encompass moods, figuring out how to use music to evoke emotion. And that is its own thing, its own skill, its own, set of parameters that take a lot of work to do. That doesn't mean other people can't do them. It just means that you've got to be interested in that facet.
Yeah. And evoking emotions is something that a lot of artists are trying to do today, but they're failing.
Well, no, but I mean, I didn't mean that. It's interesting because I didn't mean that in a way to. There are obviously a lot of artists that are touching emotional, buttons left, right, and center. That's why people listen to music in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's not like they don't have a handle on that. It's just that usually when you're writing for film, it's different in the sense that you're writing over dialogue, right? There's people talking. There's stuff going on. And you have to figure out how to not be in the way, because if you do too much, then you start to obfuscate what's going on. You start to take away from the story, which is the last thing you want to do. You want to enhance the story. Mm-hmm. And so let's say you're, a singer or a rapper, your voice is the thing that you use. Now, there's plenty of songs in movies, right? There's plenty of songs. There's plenty of people that are singing in movies, but in those moments, you're either not competing with dialogue, or it's a background. It's a thing that's happening in the background. So it's like from a car radio in a scene, or you walk into a club and there's a song happening on the sound system, right? It's that kind of thing.